What's good, everybody? Welcome to Life on Beagle Road. I've got great, exciting news. Today our meat birds have arrived, which means we've got to get the brooder set up and ready to go and get those chicks in because they need a place to go. We ordered 25 meat birds from one of our favorite local meat bird hatcheries, the Red Rangers, if you remember from last year. And we are going to add about like 5 or 6 new layers to our flock, and they just came as well. So let's get this brooder set up and get these little chickies in their new home and get them some water and feed and all that good stuff. Gotta love it. Here we go. What I love about our barn is we've got the side for the goats, but then we've got this little area over here. Now this is normally where we keep our kidding stalls and apparently the cat, but we also put our layers over here. I like to put a rubber mat down. This is like a stall mat. It helps me to keep the moisture from coming up from the concrete, keep the cold from coming up through the concrete, and also it helps with cleaning, so that way I don't get any nastiness stuck to the floor. Not that I don't already have that from the goats, but this helps quite a bit to keep a lot of that down. We'll put our brooder in here, which I designed to be able to be broken down and then put back together at the end of every season and the beginning of every season, which is now, the beginning. So let's check it out. I built this brooder so that way I could break it down very easily, set it up very easily, just make things a whole lot easier and quicker for myself whenever we were doing chickens. It was very, very inexpensive to make. They're very protected. It's heavy enough to stay put on its own, but light enough that if we need to move it, we can move it. All I do is take the sides and put 3 screws in each corner where each cleat is, and that's pretty much it. The other nice thing is that it fits exactly in a spot for us that we would keep our kidding stalls in, and it's the exact same size as a kidding stall. So for us, it doesn't really change the dynamic of our barn because we're pretty used to having a kidding stall in here. It's just, this isn't the season for kidding, it's the season for chicking. Yeah. You know that's not for you, Puss Puss, right? You know that's not for you, kitty. It's not your little house in there. Did you know that? I have dividers that I can throw into the middle if I would like. That allows me to split the brooder in half if I want. Once I get the sides up, all I do is attach the top. It's already got the hinges on it. I just reattach the hinges. Again, 3 screws each hinge, and we're good. When I put the lid down, I just take a fancy schmancy ball, stretchy bobber tie-down thing and locks it up nice and tight. That's it, man. That is it. That's the brooder. I think this is easily one of my favorite parts right here. You just bring it on down, feeder hangs from the top, and you're good to go. Take this guy here. Whoops, I guess we gotta fix how that's on there, huh? That actually goes here. Put it through there. Bring it back down. And we're good. All right, so let's get some water and let's get some chicks. All right, folks, I got the chicks. We got our laying hens from Myers Hatchery. Myers just has a really excellent selection of different laying hens, your layers, whatever you're looking for, heritage breeds. So that's why we decided to go with them. All right, let's see what we got in here. So we've got a blue splash Moran, a silver spangled Hamburg, a lavender Orpington, Delaware, a buff Brahma, and a speckled Sussex. They all came nice and healthy, so I'm gonna get them in there real quick so they can get warm. And these guys are the Freedom Rangers. They're kind of like the Red Rangers that you would get everywhere else, but these are bred a little bit differently, and they're bred here in Lancaster County. The breeder is Freedom Ranger Hatchery, and they've been doing it for God knows how long. And what's nice is I pretty much get same day delivery, which is fantastic. All right, we got 25 of these. All are looking super healthy, so let's get them in there. All right, let's get them in there. Come on. Doing something a tad different with my water today, and that's to use this water from Farmer Brad. Now, I don't know that they're going to take to it right away, and I'm going to have to train them to it a little bit and make sure that they can handle it. But as they get bigger, they'll do it. You can see a couple of them are over here. They've figured it out. They're pretty smart. Some of them, actually, when they come out in the hatchery, when this is what they have there for them to drink out of anyway. So they're kind of used to it. Depends on where you get them, I guess. But you can see they're going right to it, pecking it, trying to get water. There's a couple more. They got it figured out. Now these smaller ones, maybe not. I'm going to have to make sure they know. But I'm also going to put different water in there with some electrolytes and some other things to make sure they get everything they need. See, look, there, that little one, he's figuring it out. Yeah. Farmer Brad makes some pretty awesome waterers. He gave this to me about 2 years ago to try out, and unfortunately I haven't gotten around to it, which seems silly because right now I just have the bucket filled and it's sitting in there. But let's drop this down so they can get a little bit of food. I'm going to add water to the food to soften it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna go see if we have the stuff for our like magic water mix that helps them to survive this stressful trip that they just had to get to Life on Beagle Road. Again, I don't ever remember what's in that stuff, so I have to go ask Courtney and check with her, or maybe go watch an old video because I think she tells me in that, or I'm just gonna hit up Jason at Cog Hill Farm because that's where we got it. He's the man, folks. Check him out. Big man just hit 100,000 subscribers plus. Got his little plaque and everything. So I'm super proud of him. Sow the Land, Jason from Sow the Land. They just got their little plaque. It's crazy. And then here we are over at Life on Beagle Road with our little crew of people. But we love you, and it's all good. But maybe one day we'll hit 100 grand. Wouldn't that be sweet? It is what it is. I guess then I couldn't take a month off, right? What's awesome about the Freedom Rangers is they freedom range, you know, they free range all over the place. They eat bugs way more than those big fat fatties that we were getting before. Not that there's anything wrong with it, because I think they're great birds. They make great meat, perfectly fine with a Cornish cross. But for us and what we try to do here, we're in no hurry to harvest. We're not trying to sell a ton of our birds. We do sell a few, but the Freedom Rangers are by far a much better bird for us to grow.